Hey guys, today we're going to take a look at a PT38 aft cabin motor yacht from 1986. This is a Taiwanese built vessel that's been very, very well taken care of, and really is a really nice designed boat with entries to the Salon from the starboard and port sides and the Sundeck. A great feature that a lot of people say should be a requirement for any aft cabin motor yacht. This boat is listed by Munco Cruz at AGL Yacht Sales. He's my buddy and he's busy in Mexico, so I'm doing a little video tour for the boat. Give me a call, or Munco, and let's go take a look at this thing. All right, here she is. Look at all the canvas covers we got on here. We got canvas windshield covers, and then there's cushions on this forward deck as well. And check out this new Lofrans. All right, so we got a big old claw anchor up front, along with this new Lofrans windlass, with a custom mount. That's great. A new windlass is a wonderful thing to have. We got some nice stainless steel fender holders up here on the bow as well. Nice stainless steel rail. You're not worrying about taking care of teak decks on this vessel. In fact, I don't think this boat ever had teak decks. This is molded fiberglass. It's been recently painted gray on the non-skid portion of it, but it's molded and always has, I think, been that way. Nice stainless steel port lights. The blue gel coat on here is in great shape. Lots of times at this age, this gel coat at the hold eject joint has taken some abuse and is worn through. So it's really nice. This dinghy is included in the sail, Carib, and with a Honda motor on it, and then a fun sort of it's a manual windlass, right? You see the block and tackle there. However, it has an electric windlass, a drum windlass up on the aft deck to pull that in. So you don't have to hoist, you just have to wrap. All right, we have the swim step back here with teak inserts, but overall it's a fiberglass swim step with a nice easy ladder over there. 4 steps up and then 2 over for this sort of I don't know what you call it, camfered aft portion of the boat. All right, let's walk up on deck. So here's the slider on the port side. It's in good shape, moves nice and easy. You've got these nice canvas covers on the windows. Moving forward, we have an updated nav light. And then here's that Lofrans 1500 watt 12 volt. I don't know how you say that. Tigre. All right. This compartment houses needed cleaning items. And the one over here could as well, but currently there's random lines in there. Nice stainless steel chocks. This was, as far as aft cabin motor yachts from Taiwan go, I think one of the higher end, more fitted out builds available in this era. One of the big windows, the stainless steel rails, and on this boat we have full enclosure. So check out this aft deck. It's back here, and up here on the Flybridge, full enclosure, right? You can wrap all this down. You might be able to see it looks a little cloudy, and it is. You could, for now, just fold up the windshield if you're underway, but unfortunately, this isinglass will need to be done. Now, from what I can see of the canvas is in good shape. The zippers seem okay, but restitching, getting some new isinglass and stitching that in is something that may need to be done. Here is here are the gauges. All right, so we show on here 58157 and 57978 on those. And so we do have twins in here. These are 225 horsepower Leymans. Here is the autopilot. Here, a newer VHF. And then you have, I believe they do have a massively upgraded, newer nav unit here, but not in its place right now. Right on. Stainless steel helm. No need to refinish that. Very little exterior teak and varnish surfaces on this vessel, which is fantastic. And then up here, you actually have, because of the way this is usable space up here. And whether or not you end up putting, I don't know, solar panels or just some cushions up here to lounge, or maybe, you know, depending on where the viewpoint is in your marina, throw a chair up here. A lot of useful space up here on this Flybridge. Okay, back down to the Sundeck. Full surround. It's very nice. And here is that aft entry. All right, guys, let's take a look inside. Here we are in the Salon. There's your helm station. All right, destroyer wheel. New electrical panels here. So note these Blue Sea systems. There's the 12-volt distribution panel. And then as we look up here, there's your 120-volt distribution panel. These are Blue Sea Systems panels. I believe this boat has been completely rewired from what I have seen. I haven't gotten behind all the panels and everything, but you've got new panels, new battery cables, new fuses in the engine room, a lot of new stuff. So leads me to believe that everything is new, although I'm sure there are some runs of wire that maybe are not. Here you have some nice Ford Lehman gauges, and your start and stop. These are I always like these ones. They're just nicely laid out and simple and pretty reliable, even as they age. You also do have here control for your SeaTech Benmar autopilot. So that's cool. And here is your generator control. All right, so I did a showing earlier today, and one of the guys was an old salt, and he said, well, here's your lower helm, and that's great, but you're going to spend approximately 200% of your time on the helm up on the upper helm on the Flybridge. Right, so it's nice that the lower helms on most of these vessels take up very little interior room, because they are scarcely used. All right, so there's been some nice additions on here. These Hunter Douglas shades are fantastic. I think they're nearly new. You know, nice up and down, full coverage, so you get a little privacy in here. And they're also on this aft door, aft companionway, as well as, how does this one work? There we go. As well as this facing window. Let's swing around so you can see the whole salon again. There is also a table on the aft deck that would sit right in here as well. So you could have a little dining table if you want. Otherwise, this here is a nice large table. There's supports under there that swing out. And so you've got either a nice breakfast nook or dining table. And you could, of course, remove that television or put it elsewhere and have a little more functional space there. Now, let's go down to the aft cabin. 1, 2, 3 steps. All right. So you've got a diagonally oriented queen size berth. And little custom Contessa gear, name of the boat. You have an escape hatch there. And just some sliding windows up here for a little bit of light with shades. Plenty of cabinetry, plenty of storage. Also, washer dryer by EdgeStar. Now this is a larger unit. I've seen some pretty good results from these washer dryer units these days. Some of the older ones were small and not particularly good at drying your clothes, but these newer ones get good reviews. All right, very nice. Tons of desk space, working space in this aft cabin. And here is the aft head. That thing's just that's a humidifier. All right, so I like the layout of this. You sort of stand diagonally. You have the sink in the corner and plenty of storage over there for your toiletries and below. There's your Jabsco electric head with its flush controls. And here's the shower. Nice full-length mirror here. Flex right back into the bed. All right, so there's the aft cabin. Now, and the woodwork on these boats, you know, from Taiwan and this era is just fantastic. You know, it's really nice to see. Now, here's a bird's eye view of the galley. Right, so a down galley, 3 steps down. And here we are. All right, so electric range, 3 burners with oven. Good amount of storage for glassware, microwave, Tundra refrigerator, freezer. Very nice. And yeah, it's a functional galley. Now, so a wine glass holder up there. And here is the forward head. And the Jabsco electric flush head. There's the control for that. That there, this is the back of the electrical panel, which has been recently redone. Nice to see. Oh, those fresh bus bars. It's a galvanic isolator. This is hydraulic steering, and yeah, look at that. Everything nicely labeled and rewired. I should turn on the flash. That's me. Oh, and this is a wet head. So you could use it as a shower, but you probably won't. But that faucet pulls out, so you can shower there. Now up into the V-Berth. This is a nice V-Berth. Plenty of storage above the bunks, as you can see. We got a bunch of kitchen gear on there. Plenty of storage. And then there is a filler cushion. Well, there it is. So here's the filler cushion. That would go right here to make this into a slightly larger bunk. And then, of course, you have to use those little step stool to get up. Here's the hanging locker up here. Quite large and spacious. And there's the port lights. Stainless steel. Look to be in great shape. And yeah, we've got new lights up here. See the starboard backing that they did? That's nice. Yeah, and then you have access to the chain. That's the chain locker right there for your windlass. Yeah, what a comfy Salon. I'm a big fan of this boat, partly because for boats in this era and this size, often there's only one entryway into the Salon on the starboard side next to the helm. This boat has entry from the Sundeck as well as the port side, and of course that starboard side, like I said. So that's a huge plus. Also, so much of the electronics have been redone. I think all of it. That is a huge thing. New stereo in here as well. And like we talked about, new electrical panels, engine rooms repainted. A lot of pluses for this boat, guys, a lot of pluses. This boat is, I think, ready to go cruising or move aboard, hang out on the weekends, whatever you plan on doing with it. It looks to me as if she's pretty much ready to go. I think she'll survey out very well. All right, guys, let's take a look at the engine room on this PT38. Number one, Onan genset. I'm going to scoot over, go upside down. 550 hours on this, and I don't remember how big it is. I want to say it's 8 kilowatt. Swinging around, you'll note that the engine room in here has been repainted in a lot of places along the whole sides basically, and all of this. The motors on this are Ford Lehman Super 225s, 363 cubic inch motors that are turbocharged and known for their reliability and durability. You have twin rake cores on each motor, fuel water separators, and also one, of course, for the generator. Note here a 20-gallon Raritan water heater, some sort of water filter back there by GE. There's your pressure water. I'm sorry, your freshwater pressure pump. I see new hoses throughout, as well as PEX with shark bite fittings for the freshwater system. Do note that you do have as well the standard marine heat exchanger for heating the water in the water tank from the coolant water in the motor. So if you're running out to Catalina the whole time you're running, you are heating the water in your water heater with the coolant running through a coil in the water heater. Fuel filters, oil filter by Fleet Guard. Your fuel tanks are wing tanks on this vessel. Batteries below this. And there is your 20 amp 3-bank out charger. And then all of your switches. This electrical system has been redone recently. So your negative bus bar and all of your on-off switches for your house, genset, starboard, and port motors. Fuses in line and all sorts of fun stuff. They also put in this nice LED lighting all around, which is great. Man, this engine room is so bright. And yeah, a lot of new hoses I see. Basically all of your raw water hoses, or raw water supply hoses, are new that I've found on this vessel. I see new exhaust hose as well for the genset, and raw water hoses for the supply for the genset. And ¿qué más? Anyways, it's looking tight. I like it a lot. The engine room. Hey guys, thanks for taking a look at this PT38 with me. This is Munko Cruises listing at AGL Yacht Sales. He's another salesperson while I work. Well, he's having fun in the Sea of Cortez. I'm doing a little video to help with his marketing. But you can call me or him on this boat. And yeah, and thanks for spending time with me and taking a look at this 1986 PT38. Have a great day. If you like this boat and want to buy it, or you have another boat that you want to buy, or you have a boat that you want to sell, give me a call.